Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another television review, as today I am here to review the 8th episode of Disney Plus's WandaVision. And if you cannot tell by the title of this video, this is a spoiler review. So if you have not seen the newest episode of WandaVision, go and check it out and watch the remainder of this video, because if you don't, so heading into this episode of WandaVision, I was pretty excited on seeing it with how the last episode left off, and after watching it, it was another solid entry into the season of WandaVision. So this episode was basically a blast to the past, if you will, as Agnes wants to know how Wanda was able to make this false reality, how she has these powers to do such a thing. And we go through some major moments in Wanda's life, and to me, probably the best moment of the episode is when they go back to Sokovia, because it was such a well executed scene. And I mean, obviously we have Wanda going back and re-experiencing the bombing of her home in Sokovia, and they did such a good job of really having the audience, really into this heartwarming moment between Wanda and Pietro and their family, watching the Dick Van Dyke Show. It's all nice, and then you're like, oh, that's how she got the idea of the sitcom, and you're like, oh, and then boom! And then the bomb goes off, and it sets the audience aback. And you're like, whoa, what just happened? And I thought that was very well executed, because they had you so into the moment, and then boom! They get you out of it by the snap of Thanos' fingers. And of course, there were other big moments that happened in the episode as well, one of them being that Wanda is not using Vision's corpse, which is what I assumed personally, and that she just created another version of Vision. I don't know if you could physically touch him, or is he just a visual thing, or you could only touch him in the hex. I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure that out. But another big moment that happened at the end of the episode is Agnes calling Wanda Scarlet Witch. Now that is a big moment because we haven't heard that name in the MCU up to this point. So that was a pretty nice moment. I'll give him that. But then we also have the end credits scene where S.W.O.R.D. takes out their weapon that they made out of Vision's corpse, because they still had Vision's corpse, and he looks pretty cool. He looks pretty cool with the blue and the white, and it definitely had like Logan X-24 vibes. So if we get to see a fight between this Vision weapon thing and Wanda's Vision, and we finally get to see Vision's powers on full throttle, that's some nerd chills. And I know I've mentioned this already earlier in the video, but I also liked how this episode showed Wanda watching all of these sitcoms and how it's connecting to stuff that's happened in WandaVision, and basically where all the stuff and all the moments were basically inspired from. So that was definitely a nice touch to the episode. And overall, again, I think this was a solid entry into this season of WandaVision. I'm very looking forward to what's going to happen next. I'm sure we're going to get an all-out battle. It's gonna be great. Nerd chills, fun, can't wait for it. And with that being said, tell me down in the comment section below of what you think of the newest episode of WandaVision, or what you think of the season so far. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that is very important. You can also follow me at The Kid Critic on Instagram, or at AD2MovieMan on Letterboxd or Twitter. And as always, in every single video, look out for the next video or review. And peace.